Each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined courtside by Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. And it's Allie LaForce for us tonight on the sidelines. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. You take a look at the Pacers. They've climbed all the way up to the second spot.
Well, right now for the Trailblazers, they're happy with their direction. I mean, with these ratings, remember, it is early, but this is a team with their sights set on a long playoff run.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Toumani Camara is out there with Avdia. Then it's Holiday. Then there's Donovan Clingan. And it's Lillard in at the point. And for the Jazz, Filipowski's out there with Walker Kessler. Then it's Lauri Markkanen. Then it's Keontae George. And it's Bailey in at the two-guard. You know, Doris, one of the fun things about the first weeks of the season, fans getting to know the new faces on their team.
Oh, Kevin, there's so much talent across the league, but if you're adding new talent, you wonder a couple things. How do they fit? How special can they be? Fans just can't wait for tip-off.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
You get the sense there is a level of intensity right out of the gates.
Now, here's Lillard. He can't hit that time. George with the defensive effort. Pass to Filipowski. Right side, George. Comes up empty down low. For the Utah Jazz, they come in off a loss to Phoenix.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Well, the kind of low-energy effort they played with all night will make a coach absolutely crazy. You can't win if you don't play quality defense.
Now George, following the miss by Denny Avdia from deep. On the wing, Markkanen. Launches it. Sinks the triple.
We think of Lauri Markkanen above the break three-point shooter, but hey, you give me the corner, I'm going to take it.
Now Lillard. He's coming off a 37-point game against the Lakers in Los Angeles. And it's Clingan with the jam.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Jazz have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Kessler, screen on Lillard. Outside, Markkanen. Here's Filipowski. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. This their first chance this season playing the Jazz.
And two teams here that were evenly matched a season ago as they split the season series.
Clingan with it. He's guarded by Markkanen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Lillard. Kessler with the rebound.
So often the outcome of a game is dictated in the first quarter of a game. This is a tough start.
Greg, when you talk about the all-time great three-point shooters, Damian Lillard is right up there.
Without a doubt. Steph is the clear #1, but that second spot is up for debate. And it's between guys like Harden, Ray Allen, and Dame.
And maybe more than any team in the West, GA, the Jazz, really committing to the rebuild.
Well, in the West, it seems like you got 13 or 14 teams all trying to win now, and it just doesn't work that way. So it's not just about talent, it's also about timing.
And the first one at the line is good.
Boy, guys, when you think of Denny Avdia, great positional size, versatile on both ends of the floor, and he's unafraid of the big stage.
And he makes the first, but misses the second. GA, despite their youth, this Blazers team showing some grit at the defensive end of the court.
Yeah, very disruptive. Length on the perimeter. Donovan Clingan cowering in the paint. And Charles Billups on the sidelines preaching that hard-nosed approach.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball, trailing by 4. Pass to Kamare. A rebound by the Jazz. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. George against Lillard. George passes to Markkanen. 5 to shoot. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. George, no good.
Boy, not his best quarter. He's trying to break through.
Here's Holiday. He drains the quick shot.
Over the years, Drew Holiday very willing to take those mid-range opportunities.
Pass to Kessler. Stolen by Avdia. It's good. This game is all even.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Utah is gone, just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. On the wing, Markkanen. Covered by Kamara. Back to Markkanen. Clock at 6. Markkanen a screen on Lillard. George way outside. A three-pointer off the mark.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Now Bailey. After the missed 3 from Damian Lillard. Markkanen finds George. There's the lob to Markkanen. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And Markkanen, a big-time athlete. Set that lob up in the air, and he'll finish.
And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. Trailing by 2. Pass to Lillard. From deep. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Now Filipowski. Now here's Markkanen. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Lillard, and the layup falls. Lillard's got 5 now.
Aggressive move by Lillard, attacking the heart of that defense.
Jazz shooting 36% in this first quarter, trying to get their bearings. Markkanen passes to Bailey. Shakes him. Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Now here's Lillard. He has 5. Shot clock at 6. That one misses.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack.
Markkanen can't get it to go. And here's Portland. They're on a 12-4 run. In the corner, Kamara with it. Buries the long-range jumper. And it's a 6-point Portland lead.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Pass to Kessler. On the wing, Markkanen. Filipowski with it. Still without a basket. Another miss by Utah. Now here is Holiday. Driving the lane. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
What great burst by Drew Holiday there, and he just finishes with intent. That's a big-time move.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
And looking now at the numbers for Denny Avdia.
A very nice season for him last year. Last year averaged 17 points a game, 7 rebounds and 4 assists. And what a luxury for them to have someone like him who can absolutely fill it up coming off the bench.
I love it. He knows they're looking for him to bring immediate offense, and he very rarely disappoints.
Outside, Markkanen. Filipowski finds George. Kicks it out to Markkanen. The shot's good on the assist by George. Markkanen's got 10.
This guy's been impressive this quarter, putting his team on his back.
Bounce pass, Avdia. Clinging with it, working on Kessler. And it's sent back by Kessler. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Every team in the league is looking for a long, athletic wing defender, and the Portland Trailblazers have been especially keen on stockpiling them. As they look to acquire their future franchise players, they want a ready-made roster full of versatile 3-and-D role players to surround them. Guys, back to you.
A good strategy. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. For the Jazz, Nurkic checked in for Kyle Filipowski. And it's Collier in for George. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Portland. Shaedon Sharpe comes in for Drew Holiday. Here's Kessler. Nothing on the board. The score now all even.
A big reason why Bailey went high in the draft. He's a guy who can score without dominating the ball.
Portland's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Grant outside. Clinging the screen for Grant. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. And the Trailblazers lead by 2.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Pass to Nurkic. Here's Collier. And here is Markkanen. Launches a 3. And Utah another 3.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Grant outside. The 3. The rebound by the Jazz. Bailey's got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Collier. Nurkic a screen on Lillard. Here's the 3. And it's Portland with the rebound. Klingen's got 4 rebounds in this game. The rebound by Collier. Utah shooting 42% to begin this game. Now, here's Nurkic. Here's Collier. They get it again. Here's Kessler. Lays it up and banks it in. And now it's a 3-point Utah lead.
You simply have got to box out Walker Kessler. This guy gets a lot of his offense from second chance opportunities.
Lillard finds Klingen. Portland moving the ball around. Grant the pass to Lillard. Fires from deep. Rebounded by Bailey. Bailey's got 7 rebounds in the game.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Here's Lillard. Basket made. That's his 3rd of the game. He's 3 for 9 now.
And there's an edge to Lillard's game. He's fearless, and you can see it when he's finishing in traffic.
And so it's Utah with it. Pass to Nurkic. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession. Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's Collier, hoping to put that miserable performance against Phoenix behind him tonight. 6 on the shot clock. Anderson outside. Another miss by Utah.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And it's Sharpe missing. The Jazz with the lead. Anderson up top. He's covered by Grant. And Grant with the clear path to the hoop. And the dunk by Grant.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. Trailblazers out in front, leading by a point. From Delta Center, back in a moment. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And from Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
And so Henderson will bring it up for Portland. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
And missing your free throws usually changes the complexion of a game. Certainly did in that one.
You know this. Nothing gets a crowd into the game more than a bunch of missed free throws. That's one of the worst things you can do on the road.
Nurkic is out there with George Niang. Then it's Collier. Then there's Anderson. And it's Sensabaugh in at the 2. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. Inside, here's Nurkic. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Robert Williams. And we've heard some coaches complaining about players getting away with traveling. Is that something, Greg, the league needs to clean up?
Well, it's inevitable that a few of those calls are going to be missed. But listen, you'd rather have that than officials whistling travels that didn't happen.
Free throw good, Nurkic.
One of the things I think teams love when you have Yusuf Nurkic is the kind of physicality he brings nightly in the middle of the paint. This is a guy who's capable of 20 and 20 on a good night.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And in the summer of 2022, Greg, the Utah Jazz traded away their franchise cornerstones, Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell.
And that signaled the beginning of their rebuild, but they've overachieved for a couple of seasons now that ended last year when they really bottomed out.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Here's Anderson. Softly drops in the floater. Anderson's got his first bucket of the night.
Well, this is where Anderson has functioned for most of his career. So savvy on the interior.
Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. And here's Sharp. Scoreless thus far. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And worth mentioning, guys, the free throw percentage he brought in from last season, how about 88%?
That's good from Williams.
And the energy of Williams, it's infectious. Amazing at using it to block shots, rebound, score, whatever they ask of him.
Pass to Sensabaugh. From 17 feet out, Portland grabs the miss. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Henderson passes to Sharp. Williams sets a screen for Sharp. Shoots it up. Williams gets the bucket. And it's a 4-point Portland lead. Here's Collier. Nurkic a screen on Henderson. Pass to Sensabaugh. He wants to get it to Nurkic and does. And they pick up 2.
Oh, how about the dime? You love that unselfishness.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. For the Trailblazers, Toumani Camara, he's checked in for Grant. Holiday comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And Lillard subbed in for Henderson. Now, here's Lillard. He's tightly guarded. Pass to Holiday. Here's Sharp. He's guarded by Markkanen.
Nothing more important than protecting the rim, folks, and that's exactly what they get.
George passes to Collier. Back to George. Clock at 4. Markkanen a screen on Holiday. And here's George for 3. Portland leading. Sharp with it. Now defended by Markkanen. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Jazz have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Pass to Collier. Now, here's Nurkic. He's guarded by Williams. Nurkic in the post, working on Williams.
A main staple in Williams' game, that sixth sense for when to rise up and deter those shots. Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
And for the Jazz, they're shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. To the paint. Here's Nurkic. Rebound by Williams. Trailblazers leading by 4. Lillard, the pass to Sharp. Down low. Here's Camara. Utah with the rebound. Hit the road with that, the first of a 5-game run. Pass to Filipowski. Markkanen from outside. Another miss by Utah. The Trailblazers have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. The shot by Sharp. Nobody around. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Here's George. 17 points for him last game against Phoenix.
And his court vision was extraordinary, too. Let's not forget that. He was flawless passing the ball.
And the Jazz making a change here. Kessler's checked in. Here's Filipowski, covered by Camara. Pass to Markkanen. Clock at 6. Here's Collier. Teardrop shot. It's not going to go for him. And here are the Trailblazers. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. Now Williams, and Holiday has it in the corner. And another 3 for Portland.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Here's Collier. He has yet to score. Outside for George. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George.
Just didn't get his hands up in time on that one. They weren't on the same page there.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Donovan Clingan, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. With this break in the action, we can show you the teams that had the most rebounds last season. 5th, the Jazz.
Well, they made a huge commitment to rebounding last year, and it showed in the numbers. They were spectacular.
And Portland with the ball. They're on a 15-6 run. Here's Lillard. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Wow, the skill of Lillard to get his shot through while getting the whistle.
And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for Portland?
They're controlling the pace of this game, pushing the ball up court and getting good looks in early offense.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
And I like the work Lillard's put into his defense the past few seasons. He may not be a stopper, but he's improved immensely at that end of the floor.
Kessler is screen on Sharp. Markkanen finds Kessler.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Trailblazers leading by 11. I'll await first-round pick Doris back in 2022. Walker Kessler proving he was a sleeper. He has shown a lot for sure.
Oh, no question about it, Kevin. We are talking about a guy who's got size. He's consistent on the backboards. But there's an offensive arsenal there that maybe was a bit unexpected.
Here's Collier. No scoring in this one. Outside, Markkanen. From outside, off the mark.
He started the game scorching the nets from deep. 3 triples in the first period, but none here in the second.
Pass to Klingon. Back to Lillard. And he drops in the layup off the glass. 14 points for Lillard.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Jazz trail by 15. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And George kicks to Markkanen. Now Filipowski. Covered by Kamara. Collier. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Bailey's checked in for the Jazz. And so George will bring it up for the Jazz. 17-point game. Pass to Filipowski. Just 5 on the clock. Utah moving it around. Three-pointer, Markkanen. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Klingon's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger. Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively. Boy, certainly looked like the defense was okay, letting him shoot from 3. But let's remember, he can hit some of these.
Portland leading by 16. Lillard looking around. Pass to Sharp. Here's Kamara. Defended by Filipowski. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, great job of keeping the play alive. Klingon using that reach to secure that one and get the second chance look.
And now Allie Lepore says something for us from the sideline.
Thanks a lot, guys. Drew Holiday understands the big picture. He said, quote, basketball is a two-way sport. As much as you train offensively, you need to do the same thing defensively. Doing defensive slides, wall sits, things that help you with your legs and your base. I've done that since I was little. It helps. Back to you, Kevin.
Truly an elite defender. Allie, we thank you very much. Here's Markkanen, the 15-footer. Good. Markkanen's got 15 points.
He seems to have just lost his touch. Only 1 for his first 5 here in the quarter.
Lillard against George. Puts it up, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Some nights, Lillard can just keep going and going.
George passes to Kessler. Here's Bailey. No good with the triple.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Three-pointer, Lillard. That one doesn't go. Jazz trail by 18. And it's Bailey in the corner to the inside. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Man, you lay that pass out there just like a great quarterback. Let your teammate run to it.
Portland's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Pass to Kamare. Here's Lillard. Makes that one fall. It's his 8th bucket in 15 shot attempts.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
George passes to Kessler. Now Bailey. Outside for George. Misses the three. Jacks up a three. That's good for his 3rd bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field.
Well, after hitting 0 from distance in the first, that's his 2nd make this quarter.
And stolen by Sharp. On the wing, Holiday shoots the three. They get the rebound. Jazz trail by 21. High post, Kessler. It's tipped. Bailey passes to Kessler. And the basket by Bailey.
And at about 6'9", Bailey is good at using that size inside. Looking like a polished vet on that take.
Lillard, bounce pass. Up top, Klingon. He's covered by Kessler. Just 5 to shoot. That's a 2 from Lillard. Rebounded by Bailey. Bailey's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Pass to Markkanen. Here's Filipowski. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3. 17 seconds left in the second quarter. Lillard against George. Steps back. Holiday with the 3, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 5 assists tonight.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket.
Taking a look at Portland, I don't look at win-loss records at this point. I want to see improvement from game to game.
I wish fans saw it that way. Most of the time, it's about instant gratification. Now let's talk about that first half. What an impressive performance for the Trailblazers.
They have been so careful with the rock. Smart passes, tight handle on the ball, really speaks to the focus and discipline.
And that defense, try as they might, cannot disrupt their flow. And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column
through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
And so it's Holiday with it. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. They'll start a 3-game homestand with that game. Here's who Chauncey Billups will start the second half with. Damian Lillard out there with Holiday. Then there's Donovan Clingan. Then it's Avdia. And it's Kamare in at the small forward position. There's the lob to Markkanen. George against Lillard. Pass to Clingan. Back to Lillard. Over George. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Lillard's got 20.
Every defender's nightmare when playing this team. Lillard just with better offense.
Here's George. And they recover it. Kamara with it. Now defended by Markkanen. By himself. And finished off by Avdia.
Well, Avdia has some size, and he uses it to get up and around the rim. What a finish.
George looking over the floor. Bounce pass Markkanen. And here's the fast break. Here's Clingan. Rebounded by Bailey. Bailey's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done.
They tried to stay perfect in the half, but 3 for 4 now.
Kessler, the tip in on the offensive rebound. Kessler's got 6 points.
How about the anticipation and the timing there? He is all over it.
Lillard, the pass to Holiday.
Screen. I got your help side.
Pass to Kamare. Back to Holiday. 6 to shoot. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Because of his frame, Drew Holiday can be a terror on the interior. Boy, you can't avoid the contact there.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
And the first one drops.
Well, we all know this guy is a legitimate two-way threat. Drew Holiday gifted as a defender and solid on the offensive end.
Both free throws good from Drew Holiday. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Markkanen kicks to George. No good on the triple.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones. Oh, wow. 4 of 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
Utah calls timeout.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
With a break in the action, let's show you the teams with the most second chance points last year. The Trailblazers in second.
This was a team that was really savvy when it came to getting position under the boards and then getting those offensive putbacks.
Outside, George. Pass to Filipowski. Shot clock at 5. Here's Kessler. And once again, off the mark by Utah. And it's Avdia off the drive.
Wow, Avdia quick to the cup. What a finish.
Third quarter of basketball here in just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Now, Filipowski. Bailey passes to Markkanen. Outside for George. Another steal. And now Avdia pushing it up, and no one back to stop him.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Come on, shoot!
Outside, George. Clock at 6. Markkanen a screen on Lillard. Here's George. And once again, off the mark by Utah. Avdia with it. George picks him up. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Trailblazers?
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
Also, they've been living in the lane. They're getting the ball in close, and it's had a devastating impact all game long.
And so George will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Markkanen a screen on Lillard. Here's George. Another miss by Utah.
Boy, this guy has completely lost his focus. Nothing working.
Kamara finds Lillard. And here's Avdia. That 3 off the mark. And there's the whistle. That goes on Denny Avdia. That's his first foul. Well, Doris, clearly the NBA award voting is an imperfect process and is often the cause of some intense debate.
Just look at the most valuable player debate over the last 5 or 6 seasons. You've had guys neck and neck for maybe the most prestigious award in the league. And one of the things that frustrates me, Kevin, is when a player has won multiple MVP and voter fatigue comes into place. It drives me nuts.
And here are the Trailblazers now. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Pass to Klingon. Holiday inside the line. Second chance shot. And there's a nice layup by Klingon. Klingon's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, Klingon isn't just tall. He's also got some meat on him. That comes in handy against the physical defense.
Markkanen from outside. Portland grabs the miss. Klingon's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Avdia on the wing. Defended by Filipowski. Great positioning on the putback. Klingon's got 10 points in the game.
Boy, he's been so efficient in this one. That helps your team in so many ways when you can put it in the basket.
Outside for George. Markkanen sets the pick for George. Just 5 on the clock. And it's off from 3-point range.
Boy, he just doesn't have it here tonight, and it's had a ripple effect on this team.
Lillard from outside drills the three-pointer. Lillard's got 23.
A downright lethal 3-point threat. Lillard is someone defenders must stay attached to if they want to have any impact.
And there it is for him.
I love it. Instead of going ISO, you make a play for someone else.
Here's Lillard. He's got 23. Klingon the screen for Lillard. Pass to Kamara. Takes a 3. Utah with the rebound. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. You know, Greg, in recent seasons, Lauri Markkanen has taken on a leadership role.
And Markkanen has been the featured player on some very young teams, and he's really embraced that role, proving to be a positive influence both on and off the court.
Free throw, no good for Markkanen. Zadibi, after winning the Most Improved award back in 2023, it's been hard for Markkanen to reach that level again.
I think one thing that happens, Kevin, when you become the focal point of the opponent's scout, you're getting the best defender, you might be getting multiple defenders, and that takes some time to adjust to.
George passes to Bailey. Here's Kessler. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Collier. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
I like how assertive he was, making his presence felt on the interior.
Portland's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Williams, a screen on George to the middle, and finished off by Williams.
Slashing with purpose there. After setting that screen, Williams knows where to position himself in these sets.
Utah's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Pass to Collier. There's the lob to the hoop, and Kessler throws it down.
Oh, Kessler off his feet in a hurry. The timing of the lob was perfect.
Now Henderson. Nothing on the board. Now here's Thibault. To the paint. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Kessler. Here's Bailey. And finished off by Bailey. And that's a double-double for him now. 11 points and 10 rebounds.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Sharp against George. Goes up from the top of the key, and it's Sharp missing. Jazz have gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Here's Bailey. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Portland's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Grant outside. Williams sets a screen for Grant. Utah with the rebound, and it's Utah's ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Bailey misses. Now here's Henderson, defended by Filipowski. Off his foot, and it's being called a kickball. A different look for Utah. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Walker Kessler. George Niang comes in for Kyle Filipowski. And it's Kyle Anderson in for George. Sharp, the pass to Henderson. Grant gets a wide open look. No good on the 3.
Well, despite the miss, obviously the shot this offense looking to generate is exactly that.
And finished off by Nurkic.
That's just about size right there. Big Nurk, get up and get down.
1:57 left in the third quarter of the game. Sharp, the pass to Thibault. Now, here's Sharp. Not a lot of room. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Sharp's got 10 points.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Here's the Jazz with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Nurkic, the pass to Bailey. 1:25 left here in the third quarter. Anderson's shot is off.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Henderson, no good.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Here's Niang. Drops in the tray.
Boy, on the perimeter, you have to stay connected to this guy. He's such a good shooter.
So it's Portland now. Sharp with it. 10 points for him. Grant finds Henderson. Beyond the arc. The rebound by Collier. Utah has gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. And that one, good. Nurkic has got 4 points this quarter.
A nice pass by the rookie Bailey. They love seeing Ace set up others.
There's 37 seconds left to play in the third. Now, here's Sharp. Pass to Grant. Shot clock at 6. Floats one up. The rebound by the Jazz. To the left side wing. Bailey with a wide open look. From outside, off the mark. For the 3. Sharp. That's good. He's got 13.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And so it's Portland with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Right back after this break. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Anderson in the front court along with Markkanen. Then it's Collier. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic, and it's Sensabaugh in a shooting guard. That's the group right now for Utah.
Now this shows you how dynamic Lauri Markkanen is as a scorer. If he feels good, boy, the numbers come in a hurry.
And here's Henderson. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Grant outside. Pass to Thibault, a 3-ball, and the Trailblazers another 3.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do.
Markkanen can't get it to go. The Trailblazers shooting has just been outstanding tonight. 56% as a team in this game. Pass to Sharp. Henderson with the screen for Sharp. Over Anderson. And it's Sharp missing. Here's Collier. Defended by Sharp. Hits. Got that one from Nurkic.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
GA, in recent seasons, we've seen the MVP debate get a little contentious.
I mean, every year there's about 3 or 4 guys who are deserving of the award. And the closer the race is, I think the more heated things tend to get. So especially since the criteria for the award is so subjective.
Anderson wide open. That 3 off the mark. For Portland, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Henderson passes to Sharp. And it's Thibault in the corner. His 3-pointers off the mark. Utah's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. 3-pointer, Markkanen. Williams with the block. Pass to Grant. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
But Jeremy Grant has figured out how to be opportunistic on the interior. Nicely done there.
Walker Kessler, he's checked in for Anderson.
One shot.
You know, Greg, being a two-way player got Jeremy Grant into the NBA. But now he's grown even more.
Yeah, early on in his career, he was often the primary defender on elite scorers. Then he added scoring to his game in Detroit, becoming an effective two-way player.
Henderson finds Sharp. Greg, we've had a couple of NBA Cups in the book already. What have you thought of it so far?
A little added excitement and interest early in the regular season, and I'm all for it. Between that and the play-in, I think the NBA has done a great job to kind of make every part of the calendar relevant.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Reith is checked in. Nice ball movement by Utah. Kessler, a screen on Henderson. And Kessler throws it down.
You can tell how much confidence Walker Kessler has as the roll man, ready to catch and score.
And so here's Portland. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Grant on the wing. Back to Henderson. Here's Sharp. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. For Utah, they've gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Taken away by Williams. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Here's Reith. Rebound, Utah. Nurkic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. So, Doris, when it comes to punishing flopping, the acronym is STEM, and you can walk us through this. STEM.
That's right, Kevin. Secondary, theatrical, embellished movements. Players are always going to embellish contact because they want to make sure the official sees it. What the league doesn't want are the flailing pirouettes, the exaggeration or feigning of contact. Those actions will be penalized.
Excellent D there from Markkanen. Utah's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Pass to Sensabaugh. The Jazz again can't hit it. Portland's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Williams. And it's Williams finishing it off.
Yeah, hard trying to keep Williams off the boards. He makes it a mission to keep possessions alive.
Jazz shooting just 30% from the field here in the fourth. Kessler in the post. He's covered by Murray. Here's Collier. Down low. 5 to shoot. Murray finds Sharp. And he gets it to go.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
And Portland making a change here. Rupert's checked in.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
The free throw drops for Sharp. We all hear about AI in the workplace, and I don't mean Allen Iverson, although we could put him in the workplace. Greg, now teams are using computers to break down the action.
Yeah, able to use camera tracking to assess credit and blame, right? So maybe the little things in winning plays that went unnoticed, they won't be overlooked much anymore.
Matisse Thybulle checked in for Portland. Here's Filipowski. Williams with the block. And now in transition, here's what... Oh!
Wow.
And he's now got the double-double. 11 points and 10 rebounds.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
And here's George. Pass to Kessler. Now Bailey. Back to Kessler. To end the run, Williams with the block. And here comes the break. Here's Sharp. The Trailblazers rebound. Back to Grant. Over Kessler. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Outside, George. Markkanen passes to Kessler. 4 on the clock. Now Bailey. Defended by Sharp. Bailey misses. Portland's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. And Jeremy Grant picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
And that great replay brought to us by the AT&T Connected Cam. Portland on defense. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter, and Jeremy Grant picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. TB1 complained about the review process. The longer the review, the more it disrupts the flow of the game.
That's exactly right, Kevin. You have the best athletes in the world competing at the highest level, and then all of a sudden it stops. And if the duration is too long, it takes the players out of rhythm. It drives the viewers at home crazy. This is something that us television people can go absolutely nuts about.
Now Henderson. Pass to Sharp. Williams sets a screen for Sharp. And it's sent back by Kessler.
Boy, there is a reason this guy has led the league in blocks. Walker Kessler sent it back.
And Portland making a change here. Wesley's checked in. Clock at 2. Grant for 3. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got 8 rebounds in this game. Markkanen finds Filipowski. Good work there as it goes.
Yeah, Markkanen's vision on display there. Very good awareness.
And so Henderson will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. To the inside. It's stolen by Bailey. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. George has got 6 assists in the game. And for Portland, they're shooting in the fourth quarter not pretty, down around 29%. Now here's Henderson. He's guarded closely.
Let's say he has not been at his best, but they're winning, and that's all that matters.
Deflects the pass. And here we go. Fast break. Henderson's got it. The big dunk at the end of the break.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
George with the ball. Outside, Markkanen. Well, going into a promising draft like this past summer, Greg, are losing teams trying to secure that lottery ticket to the stars?
Well, you look at the last, 4.5 decades worth of champions, only 5 of those teams were led by a player taken outside the top 7 in the draft. So you can see why teams are trying to draft so high.
Here's Sharp. Utah with the rebound. Kessler's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Back to George. No good on that one.
Name a type of shot Keontae George can hit it. More than capable of scoring at all three levels.
And he's good on the second. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
The international flavors has continued to boom in the NBA, and a big part of that moving forward, guys, is going to be Yang Hansen. He's going to be the driver of millions and millions of viewers abroad, and so for Portland, for the NBA, Yang Hansen is going to be a player to keep a very close eye on.
Crossing over the borders. Thanks so much for the report, Shams.
Yeah, that's a bad move there. Stops the clock and puts the other side on the line.
The first free throw is good. And just off the cuff, Doris, what do you think is the toughest part of the season?
I mean, for me, watching these players try to perform the final 2 to 3 weeks before All-Star game, there are so many things in play. Has it been an extraordinarily difficult season where you're just simply not winning? Are you trying to incorporate perhaps a player that came over from a new trade? And then also just the focus. Everybody's mind is, ooh, I've got a week vacation here. I can't wait.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Jazz passing it around. Yang defended by George. Williams kicks to Henderson. Pass to Sharp. Out to Henderson. And another three for Portland.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Trailblazers.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And every win important. And this one will go down as win number 3.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Williams.
He came out and let everyone know that points would be hard to come by with the way he swatted away shots and protected the rim.
From deep, George. Rebound by Williams. Henderson left side. Pass to Sharp. Williams, a screen on George. 6 to shoot. For 3, Henderson. Rebound, Utah. Now, here is George. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And let's hear from Allie LaForce, who joins us from the sidelines. Allie?
Dame, for those of us watching, what does it feel like to be in a shooting groove like you were in tonight?
It feels like a workout. You know, when I'm doing my summertime workouts, even after practice sometimes, I'm just trying to get hot, you know, trying to get that rhythm. And that's what it feels like, you know, when you hold yourself to that standard of just making shots, being consistent at it and just getting hot, you know, and that's kind of what it felt like.
I can guarantee you none of our workouts feel like that. But thanks for the show tonight, James.
And as always, Allie, thank you so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and the rest of our terrific 2K crew, this is Kevin Harlan. Hope you enjoyed our broadcast. And now, our player of the game, Robert Williams.